So what would it take for you to threaten somebody with kids with a gun? All right, guys. Hey, welcome back. This episode number, I think 7 or 8 now, man. We've been getting it in, man. We had to take a break last week, man. We did a lot of work for the first about month and a half that we were recording and getting our show going, man. And we kind of needed to settle down for a minute, man. Mother's Day happened, and we had some quarantine recovery that we needed to go through, man. So it was work was crazy, school was crazy, man. So we just kind of sat it down for a minute. But how you been, John?
I've been doing pretty good. I got some extra work done. That was good. I think you got some extra work done. And actually what we were really doing is just like making our eager fans wait.
Right.
On the edge of their seat.
Breath. I know you guys is like, man, where is the Just Cause release, man? Y'all are bullshit. And I know I really didn't get one inquiry about it. Nobody said shit, man. But anyway,
like, where's Just Cause? We didn't have the inbox just flooded with people wondering where it was.
Dude,
we're really disappointed in you fans.
Yeah, that was bad, man. But though, one thing that was kind of validating for me was we're about to talk about Ahmaud Arbery, of course, and it's no laughing matter. But one of the things that was kind of validation was, as soon as it started happening, I think it was like a week and a half ago. I mean, my text messages, my inbox, my email inbox, people were hitting me up and they were like, man, so I kind of feel as though when things like this happen, they're kind of looking at us to see like, hey, what's up? Like, what are you guys thinking over here? So hopefully, man, it's just that people don't know that I'm doing this yet and that you're doing this, and we, our collective friends need to help us share this stuff, man, and kind of get it spread out, because we got a good product right here, man. There's been a lot of good stuff that's happening. We got more ideas coming up. So anyway, speaking of content, man, the Ahmaud Arbery murder that we all witnessed on the internet this past week or maybe week and a half now. Yeah, man. What are you thinking about it, John? You don't have any sound there, brother. One more, try it again.
Got me now?
There you go. I got you.
All
Yeah.
right. I'm just telling people right now we're not going to share the video because I think we've seen enough of these videos going on. If you want to check it out, I'm sure you can find it. But these two white guys basically, it was Trayvon Martin redo, like two white guys chasing down hunting down a black guy in their neighborhood, essentially is what it looks like. I mean, if you watch the video, my blood was boiling after watching it. What's crazy though is we were gonna talk about this on our show before our break. Before the video even came out, you were like texting me about it and like, oh, we need to talk about this. And then the video broke about it. But it's just it's a sick and chilling thing to watch. And it's even more disturbing when you know that this isn't like something that's like, this isn't the first time this happened. Like I said, we saw with Trayvon Martin, like Zimmerman was itching for a fight. He went and picked a fight with this kid. You got beat up by a teenager, dude. Sorry. That doesn't give you the right to kill him.
To kill him, yeah.
And with these guys, the same thing happened. And then the fact that they weren't arrested for 2 months until after the video went public.
Yeah. I saw some reports that there was evidence that seems to be evidence that the DA in the county there didn't press charges and wouldn't arrest them, and that there were people that they're saying wanting to arrest them, and she was blocking it. So I'm sure all of that'll come out in the wash. I have a feeling that it feels like there's enough white people that's pissed off about this thing that it's not just gonna go away somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
There's
yep.
definitely enough black people nationwide that's painted is not gonna just go away.
Yep.
And you know what I saw differently was a little mobilization. There's a prominent black gun club in Georgia. They're in Georgia and Alabama, and I believe in Tennessee. I could be wrong about that, but I know that they're in those two states. And man, they took their ass out there and posted up in front of their house, and they're really not protesting. They're egging them on, like, hey guys, where y'all at? Come now.
Totally.
You know what I mean? They're not. They're just wanting them to try it, and of course they're not. You know, they're fucking cowards, man. So.
Yep. And of course the police didn't fuck with them because, you know, they were standing up
because they got guns, right? Yeah. Yep. So maybe they're teaching us how we need to handle this thing, man. Yeah. So I definitely I've never been an opponent of guns, but I was definitely a proponent of controlling it somehow, because I've seen with my eyes, kids getting a hold of a gun that they shouldn't have and didn't know how to operate it, didn't know nothing. And like, how the hell does a 16, 15-year-old know how to get a gun without going to the store? Like, I still right now, I don't know. I don't think I could do that. I don't know if I could or not. Maybe I could do it on Facebook all in public and do a buckshot, post or some shit like that. But I don't know the one person to go and get a gun from, bro. This shit's crazy to me. So
although I gotta tell you, Sean, there were some issues that happened in my high school when I was in high school in Pueblo, because I tried to buy a gun from a dude, and he was like, hey, you want to buy a gun? And I'm all, goddamn right I do. I'm a 16-year-old kid. So we got into some trouble.
Damn, I bet, yeah, dude.
But I'm right there with you. I'm not a huge gun proponent. I don't own guns or anything. I mean, I know how to shoot them, but I don't.
Yeah.
But I mean, sometimes I think
now, since this happened, bro, man, fuck that, man. There's not a chance. There is not a chance that I'm going to get caught like that by somebody, man. I could, and again, we say it over and over again, but I could see that being me, and I made a post on my social media about, man, I had to take stock of my shit, because I go to the gym, I go to the store all the time without my pistol. I got a pistol, you know what I mean? I don't carry the motherfucker everywhere I went. I do now. Since that day I started, I haven't been able to wear basketball shorts. I got to find a nice little shoulder holster or something, But I'm going to find it, and I'm going to carry my fucking gun so that they see it, you know what I mean? Because it, like, again, well, we want to talk about the inequality and the rest that is happening in New York City real quick. We got some stats there, but this shit is happening in our city. It happened right here, and we're going to talk about it. But what do you want to? Did you got anything else you wanted to add about Ahmaud?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is just so today's episode, we're going to be focusing on the fact that basically in 2020 America, Black people still aren't safe just being in public in general. Ahmaud Arbery, okay, maybe he went into an empty house that was under construction, but I got to tell you, I used to do that when I was a kid with my dad. He would just like bring us into people do that all the time. That's not a reason to chase somebody down, but.
I'll add, the homeowner made a press release that they didn't report anything missing. Yeah. They never filed. They never complained about it. They saw it. They saw he walked in and walked out, and didn't say they didn't have any problems with it. Yeah, exactly. The house was under construction. So anyway, the people that the racists that hunted this dude down, that didn't even know that he was being hunted, because it looked like he would have beat the brakes off of their ass. It looked like he was gonna get with them. So he didn't even know that you were hunting him down. They're the ones that perpetuated this whole thing, man.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's so ridiculous, man. It puts chills down my fucking spine to think that somebody could be doing that to you. So, I talked again on my social media about the job that I got. I climb up on roofs and I do estimates for roofs, right? Big, huge houses out here in Monument, all over the city. And, I'm thinking like, man, all it would take is for one of these people's neighbors, high speed, whatever neighbor, to think he's fucking Rambo to see me climbing on the roof, and that's his chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I get shot doing my damn job. You know, doing something for people. So anyway, yeah, man, I'm carrying my gun to work too, and I don't give a shit how anybody feels about it, man. You know what I mean? It's just how it's gonna go.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's completely understandable. I mean, when you see that shit happening. But then, so another reminder about how, you know, this is a long-standing thing that's been happening in the United States. You know, obviously, I'm sure a lot of Black folks are completely aware of this. But for you white folks who maybe don't realize this, but this has been going on for a long time. So another case of this is, you know, in New York City during the stay-at-home orders, Black folks have been getting ticketed, arrested, cited at way higher rates in New York City. And I think we'll probably know about this because it's New York City, and that's kind of like, you know, the capital of the country in some ways. We hear about things that happen, and they track these statistics, and they have a lot of eyes on them because of stop and frisk. But I'm confident that it's not just happening in New York City. So if you look at the numbers in New York City, we have them right here. Let's see if I can find the exact numbers. I want to say it was, so out of 125 arrested between March 16th and May 12th in New York City, 83 were Black, 30 were Hispanic, 9 were white, and 3 were Asian. And I don't know if you guys have seen this picture that's been going around. I'm just going to share it real quick on our video feed here, but people were sharing this around, basically pointing out the hypocrisy with how New York City Police Department is treating, you know, Black folks that are breaking the stay-at-home order and white folks that are breaking the stay-at-home order. Let me just share this real quick. You've probably seen the memes going around. If you haven't, then I don't know, you're living under a rock. But this was a tweet that went out. So the picture on, I don't know which side it's on for people, actually, to be perfectly honest. But the picture with the guy in the black shirt and the jeans, that's a cop sitting on top of, I don't know if you can tell, but he's sitting on top of a Black guy that was just like violently arrested for, he was accused of breaking the stay-at-home order. The other picture is white folks out in the park, and the NYPD is handing them masks so they can safely stay at the park. So these are, you know, this is an anecdote, but the statistics back it up, you know. 90% of arrests in New York City have been people of color. So
90%, man.
90%.
What was it again? You said 80 out of 120, 80 of them were Black people.
83 were Black. Yeah, totally. 9 people were white, 3 were Asian. So it's just more of this, like, Black people in public are seen as a threat, either by, you know, former cops and their hillbilly sons, or by the police themselves.
Right.
And it's not unique to New York City or Georgia, right? We just had a case of it here this week. You want to talk about that, Sean?
Yeah, I want to talk about it, man. So we here in Colorado Springs, I got a screenshot from one of my friends, a couple of my friends, from a post from a citizen here in the city named Katie Bigelow. She illustrated in Word about how she was arrested, how they were at a park for Mother's Day. A guy came up and was taking pictures of their kids, and then coming and taking pictures of them, and then pulls a gun out on them, saying that they're not allowed to congregate, and he was gonna make sure that they understood that they weren't allowed to do that. So he pulls a gun out on them. Long story short, the police get there, and when they get there, all of the Black people get handcuffed. Well, the only people that get handcuffed are the Black people. They didn't handcuff all of the Black people. Only people that get handcuffed are the Black people that had a gun pointed at them and their children, that, you know, were doing nothing wrong. If they were inside the ordinance, policies or whatever the hell they got going on, and basically they were accosted and threatened with a weapon. So what happened is we got them on the show, and they did it.
So we just wanted to introduce the interview. We interviewed KD and Stephanie. We're going to share that interview with you guys so you can hear what happened from them. And we would like the community to take action around this, because what happened was, to be honest, completely fucked. And it
It was
shouldn't have happened.
ridiculous.
And the police, I don't think, handled it properly either. So we want to share that interview with you guys right now.
Indeed. Yeah. We just get straight to the business, man. I'm sorry, man. But anyway, with us we have KD and Stephanie, and they had an altercation this past weekend, right? The day after, or on Mother's Day it was?
Yes.
Yeah, on Mother's Day. So they're gonna let us know what happened to them, and just give us the story. So kind of break it down for us, Stephanie. What happened?
Okay, so what happened was we had a family barbecue, basically. A lot of friends were there with our children barbecuing for Mother's Day. And there was a white couple, that was at the park whose child wasn't ready to go home. So we kind of let them stay and play with our children, okay? So it caused for us to introduce ourselves to that baby's parents, okay? So we were chit-chatting back and forth. Everybody was now starting to load up because we had already eaten. Actually, we were trying to let the barbecue grill cool down, okay? We had already made a load, so a load of some of our guests left, okay, took food, whatever else with them, which just happened to be the white part of our group, okay? And after they left, not even about 10 minutes after they left, he wasn't even young, this older guy approached us at the park with his camera, okay? He snapped a picture of the adults, but we didn't really notice it until he walked past us and started snapping pictures of my kid, okay? So immediately my boyfriend, one of the fathers that was there, the other couple that lived, the white couple, I just hate labeling them like that, but anyway, they lived across the street. So this is actually where they live, okay? They let us know they go to this park every day, okay? So we all just happened to be there or whatnot. I'm sorry if I happen to keep looking because my kids are here as well.
All right.
Oh no, it's okay.
We're all parents
okay,
too, so.
Okay, so so anyway, each and every one of us were there, and as he got over to our children, he was approached by all the fathers of why he was taking pictures of our kids.
Right.
Okay, and immediately he was like, give him 6 feet. He doesn't want to get sick. If he gets sick with COVID, he was sending my kids' pictures into the police. Okay. So we're kind of confused, not understanding what's going on. You know what I'm saying? First of all, because we were leaving. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and not only that, but he bypassed the adults to go where my kids was. You know what I'm saying? So if he had any kind of problem, he could have said something to the adults instead of going to my damn kids. You know, my children are 13 and younger. I have a daughter, she's hearing impaired, you know. So immediately the man said, give him 6 feet, the COVID thing, and then pulled out his gun, okay, and started waving it and said he felt threatened, okay. So we had to make my kids run. My boyfriend tried to approach him, but before he can approach him, one of the other young men that was there with us, he happens to be involved with the military, he disarmed him.
Okay.
So when he disarmed him, he was able to take out the mag and he had bullets in the chamber as well, okay? He had his gun in the holster, but he didn't have the holster showing. He had the whole holster with the gun inside of his left pocket, pants pocket. Okay.
Okay.
So immediately he drops his phone. KD gets his phone, and we return it over to the police, or did they find it on the ground? Something like that. Yeah. Okay. And then he leaves. My boyfriend kind of marches him off the property. Okay. So just as that's happening, the young man who disarmed him was like, I just have a strange feeling he might return. You know what I'm saying? So what we should probably do is grab these kids and get these kids up out of it. Okay? Not even 10 minutes that he said that, the man returned. Okay? This time when he returned is the video that you have, the video footage you have now, which is, did you see both videos?
Yeah, we saw two
Yeah,
of
we
them.
have, yeah, there's 2 videos, yeah.
Okay, so that's when he returned, would be the first the video you guys have, which is them blocking my vehicle, okay? And they tried to say it was because they were trying to get my plates or whatnot, but that's not what it was. They were not trying to allow us to leave.
Oh, so where they were parked at, they were in front of your car, so they weren't letting you go.
Yes. Oh, you can see it in the
and
video.
Then she had a gun, and then she had the gun in her lap pointed at you through the window. I saw that.
Right, right. But that's after I had already approached them and asked them to move so that I can get my kids out.
Okay.
Okay. So
why did they need your license plate anyway? I mean,
right. Who the fuck are they?
Yeah.
Exactly. So then my boyfriend approaches the vehicle. The couple, the white couple, her husband approaches the vehicle. That's him speaking. Everybody was telling them to leave. Okay. Yeah. So that was the second video where she went ahead and was like, tried to use the threaten, you know, feel threatened issue again because we're black.
Right.
And that's when she pulled the gun out the second time. They never pulled the third gun out, but it stayed inside of the car in the gun bag or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. So they brought more guns over there. So so what happened? So they're blocking you from leaving, and then so what happens from there when the cops got there and stuff? How did
KD called the police. Okay.
Okay.
One of the neighbors called the police, and then I let them know the police were on their way. Well, what they did is roll their windows up and called the police and said we were harassing them. So when the police came, they immediately come and apprehend my boyfriend and KD. Okay. And
so when they get there, where's the couple? Where's the other the white people? Where are they at?
The white couple was right there with us. They actually almost cuffed his wife as well because she was chasing behind the police officers, letting them know they had the wrong 2 people. Okay.
Oh, man.
So what the white guy did was he tried to use his card, and he went to that same couple and was like, didn't you see them? Did you see them black people assault me? And she was like, no, we didn't. Never once did them people assault you. Okay. Yeah. Well, again, while the police is trying to figure everything out, never once did I see them put handcuffs on him. They walked him around the park. He didn't have no cuffs on. They never took his wife out of the car. They never searched the vehicle, but they put KD and my boyfriend in the police car.
Right.
That's crazy. So it was the other guy, he disarmed the guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then did he just give him back his gun without like the...
No, we kept the gun.
Oh, you kept the gun. Oh, okay.
Until the police got there. We gave it over to the officer.
So you guys called after that to like be like, hey, these guys pulled this gun on us? I see, okay.
Correct.
So how did they, when they got there, when the police got there, how did they get to the point of handcuffing anybody?
That's just exactly what they came with. They tried to say they were loud. They tried to say they were loud, and that KD and my boyfriend was the most belligerent, so they felt threatened.
Oh my goodness.
I'm the one that called the police. I'm going with the cops as they're pulling up, and the lady cop that had me, she came out and she said, I need to talk to you. I took a step back and I said, no. She grabbed me and put my arms behind my back really hard and made me sit there and talk to her while my 4-month-old daughter was in the park. I didn't know where she was at all. Right. It did not help me look for her at all. I'm just glad that one of my friends actually got her.
Yeah.
Do you guys have video of like people getting cuffed by chance? Did any of the bystanders take any video? Do you know?
That part we don't know.
I have a video of me. I have a video of myself in cuffs.
Yeah.
That was taken by a friend.
Yeah.
Okay. What about there was some confusion about what park were you at?
We were at the Ivywild Park.
On Dorchester.
On
okay.
Dorchester.
Okay.
Got it. Okay. All right then. And so did you find, I know I asked you this already, but the cop's name or the people's name that you had the altercation with, do you know their names?
No.
Any names? No?
No.
Okay.
You didn't get any names
There
or
was
matching
so many officers out there.
Yeah.
And the crazy part was even the rookie officer had drawn it to our attention was, so while they're doing their investigating, okay, they separated the rookies from the senior officers, okay? And he was like, I don't know why he wouldn't let us be over there. I heard him say it, okay? And we're all looking kind of like now too, like, hold on, because they're over in this group whispering, you understand? But they're not involving the other the rookies, the new people. And this is what the rookie said. He said, it's because us new cops go by the book. And he said the seniors handle the situation the way that they feel like it needs to be situated. And that's exactly what he said.
That's the good cops that we keep hearing about. The good,
Supposedly.
not all of them are bad. Those must be the good ones that separate the ones that's gonna tell on them. Man,
right.
yo,
then they had one
ridiculous.
Black officer there, okay? They didn't let him question nobody. They didn't let him talk to nobody. They just made him stand there and look at us. But they let everyone else move around and talk and question.
I wonder what that's about. I wonder what that was about. So, what was the end result? How did everybody get out of handcuffs and all? How did it end?
Yeah, they let my boyfriend out of handcuffs, and then my boyfriend just started telling him, like, this is why things are happening the way they happen. You know what I'm saying? One, because he told him, he said, you know damn well, if this was the other way around, my car would already been shot up by y'all. Okay? Right. Y'all have videos. We have the videos of these people pulling these guns out with our kids, okay? By our kids. And y'all are not even doing anything about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we left, we packed everything up, we left, everyone left, but yeah, they didn't do anything. They just let everyone.
Nobody got citations or anything like this?
Nothing.
We didn't get no citations, no. Supposedly they said they cited the man for felony menacing, but there's been no arrest made or anything like that or nothing, no.
So yeah, I mean, if it was a felony, they would have arrested
I'm just gonna say, if it was the other way around,
right? I thought
if it was the other way around, I would be in jail right now without bond.
Yeah, without question.
I mean, we've been told though by the police chief and the mayor that there's not a race problem in Colorado Springs with the Colorado Springs Police Department. So
it's ridiculous, man. So, hey, so can I ask you what do you want? What can we do for you? Like, what do you need us to do, and what can we help you with as a community?
We just want to get the word out to everybody, and we also want to be able to press as many charges as we can, so that this doesn't happen to anybody else. Because who knows, the next time it could be a Black woman and her child at that park by themselves, and they don't have backup, they don't have extra people.
Right. We just want to make it aware to the community, and you know, me being with my kids, you know, I'm kind of maybe want to reach out to maybe some kind of counseling for them, some type of something, because the kids were traumatized. You know, not just mine, but the white couple, their children were traumatized as well. When the children ran, their little son jumped on the bench and wouldn't move. He was so startled, he stayed. You understand? So I'm like, you know, well, let's have no name. You could have easily as well killed him, but you went against the white people, though, when you seen that they were willing to ride with us.
Right. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And it's clearly a hate crime. And the lady let them know that. She also told the police officer that. She said, I'm white, okay? I'm white. She said, and I can clearly tell you that this was a racist hate crime.
Yeah.
Because if he felt threatened, if he felt afraid of the coronavirus or whatever, then he should have never even came out to the park.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Why are you walking around them? You need to stay
Yeah.
away and go the other way, man. Why are you all in the mix then? Right. Pulling guns.
But I'm more like, I don't feel like the investigation was handled correctly because I'm not an officer, but I'm also like, there's no way you could have been in fear that much when you made it home. So why didn't you call the police when you were in the privacy and the safety of your own home?
Yeah.
Why did you get back in the car, return where this group of people are,
with your guns,
with guns, more guns, to say that you're afraid of these people? You understand what I'm saying? When you had already walked away.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree 100%. And I believe a lot of people will agree with you too.
I mean, this is why it's irrelevant too. I mean, this is exactly like the Arbery case. I mean, we saw it's like white people feel like anytime there's like, you know, black people in public, and especially somebody like if this it was a black guy that disarmed him.
Yeah, he's a military.
I'm sure they were just like, they're not allowed to do that.
Right.
You know, like anytime, especially like, you know, if I think if black folks are like standing up against like white people, like bullying them, then it becomes a huge ordeal for a lot of folks. And
it's a problem all of a sudden.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people in Colorado Springs don't realize this shit's happening a lot.
They're about to, man. We about to, you know, so you know, where we go is we kind of just trying to figure out the facts and what really happened and get the story. And then, you know, we got to figure out a way to make them react. So from here, you know, we'll probably talk in private and figure out, you know, what we can do and what's a feasible and suitable solution for you and what we can make happen. But I guarantee you that from what you just told us, there's something needs to happen, and we will be able to, you know, with the ACLU or something, getting a lawyer together or something like that, with a civil rights lawyer and things of that nature, and we'll you know, follow the path like that. But yeah, man. So yeah, I think that's about it, man. We got all the facts and everything together, and we'll be in touch with you. You know what I'm saying? And I'll probably give you a call tomorrow morning and just, you know, kind of get some facts and you know, different things together so we can talk about the next steps or what.
I mean, I think for sure we want to find out what the deal is with those charges. Like what
did he get?
Did he really get?
Yeah,
you know,
we had time to work, and then they're gonna not tell us, and we're gonna have to figure out how to get the information and the body cams and all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a bunch of, and of course now, you know, if the cops are here for the community, it should be a real easy conversation. But that's not what's gonna happen. They're gonna ignore it, deny it. They're not gonna give. They're gonna make you pay for the body cams and all of this, you know, shit that is bullshit, man. And they're not here to protect and serve us, and they're about to show you. You'll see.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you guys live down there in Ivywild by chance?
Sorry?
Do you guys live in Ivywild?
No.
We live on South Nevada.
Oh, okay, so like not too far from there. I mean, I think it'd be fun if just every single day we had big groups of black folks out there barbecuing across the street from that guy's house.
I'm with it too. It's nice outside too. Yeah. I'll take a couple of guns and go and barbecue with a gun or two. Yeah. And you know, the over there, I just remembered that when the Devon Bailey case was happening, there was a bar owner, the Ivywild. It was a bar and grill or something that had something ill to say about it. So I wonder if that shit is in that area. You know what I'm saying? And maybe we just need to go down there and see about it. So we probably But anyway, all right, guys. Hey, Stephanie and Katie, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate y'all, man. And like I said, I'll be in touch with y'all real soon, man.
Oh, I know what I was going to mention to you too.
What's up?
One of the witnesses that lived next door to the lady, she was actually a DA. She watched it all as well.
Oh.
She's next door to the people that did that?
The white couple that was in our defense, because they were in it with us. He pulled the gun as well on them. Next door to her is a DA, so she witnessed it as well.
Okay. Oh, damn, okay.
All right,
and you have all the, do you have their info?
Numbers and stuff, and do you got contacts for them?
No, we could probably get them.
We didn't know we should go back to that area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hold on. Let's not talk about that yet. We'll talk about it on the phone.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Thank you guys so much for coming on.
I love y'all, man. We'll see y'all soon, man.
Peace.
Thank you.
All right, then. Yeah.
Yep. All right, so we just, saw the interview. I know we want to thank KD and Stephanie again for coming on the show and just like being willing to talk to us and getting this out in the community, because I think this happens. I don't know if it happens a lot, but it happens.
Yes, it happens a lot, man.
Right. Yeah. You probably know better than me, but it happens around the country too. And I think we need to get these out. And like she said, you only know when there's video about it.
Right.
We only get to see these when there's videos about them. That's the only time, like people get to be believed.
Yeah, man. So, the takeaway I got was, one, man, when you got altercations like that, videotape that shit from beginning to end, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, one person needs to stay out of it and just record everything and catch everything on video, because, now it turns into your word against theirs, and then we got to rely on doctored fucking body cams, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And the thing is, when these people come out and they threaten your kids, they target your kids, they block her car in, like what who the hell do you think you are, and with a gun, and then they don't get arrested, nothing happened to them on site. So they weren't clear on what their charges were, if they got charged or what happened, but I don't understand how they didn't leave out of there in handcuffs, man. It don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna find out, and we need help. So the guys, all the activists in the city that do watch this, please share it, man.
Share the interview. Share the video.
Share the interview. Yeah, share their videos and stuff. And then you saw the point that they wanted to make. They wanted that first video, the one that showed the incident before they walked up. We need to have that distinction in there and make sure that we present this story correctly, because there's misconception and misunderstandings even amongst our group. We were like, wait a minute, they were at Dorchester Park. What the hell was they doing at Dorchester Park? And they weren't at Dorchester Park, and no, they weren't walking up on their car. Their car was parked and they were blocking them. They were trying to leave and the people wouldn't let them leave. That's what was happening in that video. So yeah, man, we need to put some action behind this, and I'm gonna try to organize something, man. So summertime, it's getting warm outside. We're gonna try to figure something out, man. But
I personally just want to have barbecues at Ivywild Park like every week with like just groups of Black folks, like just to like she said, live across the street, right? Exactly. Take an example from those folks in Georgia. And I think there's something to be said for just like, what? Fuck this shit. People are standing up. They're kind of sick of this shit.
Yeah, I'm with it, man. Hell yeah. Definitely is going to look a lot like Black people with guns at that park. For sure, man. And hopefully everybody, I know they're going to get with it, man. So, we just got to schedule it and get it squared away and get it shared and get everybody online, and it's going to happen, man.
Of course, now, Sean, I'm going to drive by Ivywild Park now, and we're going to see cops there all the time, just like waiting for Black people with guns to show up.
Yeah. And they're going to shut that shit down, man. They couldn't do it at the Capitol building down there.
Ivywild Park closed.
Yeah, we got problems at Ivywild. I remember something at Ivywild, one of those bar and grills. I can't remember the name, so I'm not going to just say a random name, but they had an issue with the Devon Bailey thing too, man. So there's something going on.
Ivywild brewery.
Area over there. Yeah, the brewery or something. It was a brewery or bar and grill or something. I'm gonna find it. I got the post saved from the owner there talking shit. But yeah, man. So hey guys, we appreciate it. We're not trying to go long, man. Love y'all. Give us some feedback. Please share this video. Please share their story. Write it down. Do all of that shit. We need to get this thing cracking and make sure people hear what they said and hear what really happened.
Yeah, exactly. That's the biggest thing right now. And watch our page too for stuff that we are organizing around this too. We haven't quite figured it out yet, but I think definitely something needs to be happening around this.
We about to make something shake.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks a lot, Sean. Good talking to you again.
All right, man. Yeah, I missed you, brother. I'll holler at you soon, huh? All right, guys. Love y'all.
Peace.
Hey, you! We got your boy!